Hello and welcome back to Dark Souls Remastered. I'm not really sure what that swing was about, but I suppose you'll have it. All right. Let's see. Well, I guess the black orb was quivering, wasn't it? Let's walk a little slower here. We don't want to accidentally trigger that boy. We don't want to accidentally trigger that boy. Alright. Oh, we're way off. Goodness. Whoops. Oh, that's not the guy we're going for, but that's the man we got. Oh shit. This whole airbender shit, man. Oh, I can't heal in here. Forgot. Oh, there it is. What the hell? Did he have... He must have had something going on. Some sort of a... What are these guys up to? Killed your two friends. Ah. No. No. Yeah, you better. You know what's coming. Shoot. Shoot. Swing. No stagger. Boy's got poise. Swing. Oh, good hit. Oh, I got him. Okay. I didn't know if that was going to be enough for the kill, but it was. Fantastic. Souvenir of reprisal. That's always awesome. And we get the Firekeeper Soul, Ring of Favor and Protection, and a Humanity. We can go get his armor. I don't think that's something we're going to do. I think we're just going to keep on moving. I am going to send this down. I wasn't going to at first, but now I've decided, yes, that's something I want to do. Alright. So this is the bottom of that large room where we were running the rafters, fighting these gentlemen. Dang it. Are you joking? Wow! Holy crap. That was just a lot of bad in a little amount of time. I didn't hit the bonfire because I knew if I died, it would give me the opportunity to come up here and get that armor that I said I didn't want. So there you go. The Armor of Favor. The whole set right there for you. The question is, did I rest at the other bonfire? Because we should be able to warp to Darkmoon Tomb. Wonderful. Stop. I just want to one-shot the guy, man. That's all I want to do. And I know that my strong attack will one-shot him now, so that's what I keep going for. But, as you can see, it's not working out for me. Damn it! Alright, you want to talk? You want to talk about this? This is what I talked about a long time ago. I'm not respecting the enemies. I said a long time ago. I don't know what episode it was. It was one of the really early ones, though. Every enemy in this game can kill you, and that's not just because, ladies and gentlemen, I'm so level 1 over here. That's not the reason. No matter what level you are, you know, there's systems in place like the poison, etc., that makes every enemy dangerous. Always. And I am treating these guys as though they are not dangerous, because they have no poise, because I can one-shot them with a strong attack, etc., etc. And you're seeing the results here. I'm acting like these guys aren't a threat, and they are reminding me that everything is a threat. Especially you do something like that. You leave yourself very wide open for counterattack when you go for a move like that. You know, anytime you're using a sort of a strength weapon, you know, there are attacks that leave you very open to counterattack. And if you engage in those attacks, what? Settle down. Chill. Relax a little bit. Handle the situation. There you go. Keep your wits about you. You can overcome any of these. it is. Because they're low poise, you think that you can just take your swing, and as long as you get it in there, everything will be fine. And maybe that's true. But if you don't get it in there, bad things are going to happen. Beautiful black iron set, and because we got the peculiar doll from the Northern Undead Asylum when we returned, we can now enter into this optional side area. It should not have taken me 12 minutes to get here, but it has. And that's okay. That's okay. Block him. Counter. This fight being 2-on-1 does not make me feel good. Nope. Okay, this is another enemy, no choice. Having it 1-on-1 means you can just bully him like that, and there's a sooner reprisal. That's a super lucky drop as well. Alright, heal up. So those bloated looking gentlemen that we just killed, they've got an interesting mechanic that I think you're going to see, unfortunately. They are bloated because they're filled with a toxic pus. Of course, if you harm them, that pus is going to come out. But if you kill them with fire, it burns off. Oh. You're a jerk. Got a nice headshot in on that. Knock that down. For later. I don't think there's any reason for me to go down here, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Gotcha. Oh man, we're about to... Well, not quite, but we're very close to seeing the return of an old friend. Again, an enemy with wings that just can't quite handle that whole flying business. What are you gonna do? You're gonna fall too? Okay, that's fine with me. There she goes. Down again. Can't get to that from here, I don't believe, so we're not going to even try. There is something... Is this where we have to go to get this? This item is what I'm talking about here. I just can't remember if we have to drop off there to get it or if there's another way. Yeah, we have to drop off there to get it, and then we drop down here. Trust me, we drop down here. And if you drop down there, it would take you in that room where we got the Painted Guardian outfit. But we don't need to do that because we already did, so we can just go right back up here. Get right back where we were just a moment ago. Boy. And there's the old friend I was talking about. Baby, baby. Another zombie dragon. This one's a little bit different as it has 3 different places it can attack. Left, right, or center. So you whoop. Oh, I'm in it. I am in it now. So you bait the right, and then you can go to the left and get multiple attacks usually. But just be careful. Make sure you don't overstay your welcome, or else you'll get in trouble. Not quite as simple as the first one we faced, but still relatively straightforward. Oh, shit. No. And that is going to be another free dragon scale for us. As well as the 2 things we already picked up. And that could give us a shortcut to the end of the level, but we're not going to do anything crazy like that. Whoops. Swing on. There's the bleed. Love that bleed. And of course, this is the bottom of where we climbed up that stairwell. That's the guy we knocked down that didn't die. And this is the courtyard. I don't feel like dealing with all that right now. So what I'm going to do is go right past these guys. Open up the shortcut back to the beginning of the level. And use the humanity. Just one. Just one, please. Let's go ahead and reverse our hollowing. And here we go. Excuse me, sir. I need to get through here. No. Silly. Silly, silly, silly. Alright. Now we can roll through. Hello? Back up from that so we don't take the fire damage through the shield. I have 100% physical resistance, not 100% fire. Grab this acid surge while we're here. No reason not to. Alright, so this is just an abandoned snowfield with really tame enemies that's full of some souls. Pretty awesome if you ask me. Just a whole bunch of free souls. I really thought I saw another enemy walking around here, but I don't know where he got to. Oh my goodness. Hello. King Jeremiah. You're kind of a little bit of a punk. Oh no! Don't cast that, please. Notched whip is what we get from him, and later we'll get his armor set just as a nice little bonus. We also got a lot of souls from here. If souls mattered to us, that would have been quite the boon, I'd say. Oh, excuse me, says. Got me! There you go. If that's not the most perfect example of every enemy being dangerous, I don't know what would be. Okay, these are Dreglings. These are the non-threatening enemy. You think of non-threatening enemies, these are the guys. Look at them. Block it. Bam. Done. They can't even, you just back away. They can't do shit. They're nothing. These guys are nothing. But they caught me in a moment where I was reloading my crossbow. One of them with a ranged attack hit me, got a little bit of a little poison there, broke me, and then the other one came in with a swipe, and done. Simple as that. And they can, oh my goodness, they can absolutely, if they attack, you know, a little bit of a group maybe, they can absolutely poison lock you to oblivion. another one we can knock down. Where does this take us? Oh, that's down. Okay, that's down in. Yeah, we probably will go that way, but since we're up here, let's swing around and get that thing we just knocked over. Watch out. Alright. There you go. Free humanity. And yeah, I think we will go down the way that I just showed. I don't have a reason not to go that way. And I think it's the better way to come down here. So we come down. We're in a nice little undercropping, and you can see some enemies kind of moving around, even though it's super dark. You can still see them if you look closer. And we've got ourselves some interesting characters here. It seems like they were tied to these torture wheels, and they are they're gonna take that out on me. As though I'm the asshole that tortured. Can I one shot? Yes, okay. Okay. Still, looks like still 3 left in here. Come along. Come along, my friend. There we go. Gotcha. It is actually mandatory that you come down here. And I will show you why in just a moment after I deal with this gentleman. Alright, wonderful. There is a wheel right here, or a handle, as they call it. And if you spin that, the statue up in the courtyard turns, and that unlocks the door out of this place. Which, the door was in that large circular room with the staircase and everything. That was close. That was super close. So the thing about this enemy, and the reason they are so dangerous, is that they have those little spikes on the ends of each of the spokes of their wheels. And basically, each one of those spikes is its own weapon. And so you want to talk about stun locking or poise locking somebody. That's how you do it. You strike them with a weapon 5 times a second? I don't know. I don't know how quickly these guys rotate, but yeah, that's a lot of hits, and it'll eat through your poise and your stamina very fast if you let them get a hold of you. Almost intoxicated me. I was thinking he would have the same health as the others, and yeah, I could strike him once and then kill it with fire, but he did not have that much. And I swear on everything I know to be true that there is a key down here that I have not found. There we go. There we go. Alright, alright. Now we will go back to that other one we just saw. Little ladder here. This is the other way into this place. And I don't prefer it because it leads you directly into those cramped corridors. But It's a well in the back of the courtyard, as you can see. This is the first corpse that we dropped down that was hanging up there. This is another Ring of Sacrifice that we have not been using. Even though we have a lot of souls on us. And we definitely should be using it. Still don't really feel like dealing with these guys. I mean, they're not too terrible. But they're more trouble than they're worth, for sure. And with the annex key, we can open this door, which leads to some interesting things. Whoop. Whoop. Okay. Whoop. Alright. Okay, I'm going to grab this rapier. Ushi. Yes, we can drop in there. I don't think we want to. I'm trying to think of where that leads. I'm having a hard time remembering. You know what? I'm gonna do the drop because I can't remember. Okay, I understand your point, and I respect it, but I'm not interested. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying I'm not interested. You can do whatever you want, man. Ah! So yes, that is the only way into that room. Very interesting. The only problem I'm having now is that I know there's another treasure that I haven't gotten yet, and I cannot at all remember how to get it. And that's a little bit troubling to me. I know pretty much exactly where it is on the map. I'm just not remembering how to... That's the door we unlocked by moving the statue, by the way. Just not remembering how to get to that spot on the map. I'll eye it up. If this doesn't lead me to it somehow, I will eye it up and reverse engineer it. Okay. So back here again, we already went to the right, picked up the rapier. This gentleman seems to think he's got some beef with me. I'm going to set him straight. This is it. This is it. Okay. Come on down. Take your swing. And now I've got you stun locked. And as long as I can manage my stamina, you cannot hurt me. Didn't get the bleed on that second combo of 3. Oh, another one just popped in, and that's not what I want. I've spoken before about how I feel about fighting 2 at once. Got me. Yep. Okay. Back up. Heal. We're still in an okay spot. Some of this splash damage gets some huge hits. Thought the bleed would get me a kill. I hoped the bleed would get me a kill. Oh, he got me! I thought I was safe. Yeah, I thought because I went inside I would be safe from that attack. That was not true. I was not safe at all. Okay. The worst part of that is just having to redo everything we just did. We didn't particularly lose much in the way of what we were trying to accomplish. It's just we have to just roll through all these enemies again. No big deal. See right there's your stuff. So we're already right back to where we were. Okay. Tell you what I'm gonna do. I could be misremembering this situation. No. I could be dying. Okay. So we take care of all these fellows. And then we come down in here. And eventually... There. Eventually, a couple of these harpies come down to try to keep us from taking that occult ember out of here. And I think they came from where we just were. So now, we head on up. Jeez. Now, if we head on up, there's no one up here. We pick up this miracle. Two show up, but it's 2 instead of 4. Makes it a lot easier, and there's almost no chance we're gonna die. Obviously, the better way to do it. All right, we're almost out of here. We're almost out of here. I promise. Yeah, these 25-minute episodes are not quite working out. But it's all right. I mean, we're still keeping them all under an hour and keeping a boss in each of them, which is what I really wanted to do. I really wanted to have a boss in each episode. So we're gonna just head straight on up. No malarkey this time. You're a jerk. Of course, now he's hitting me. Got me! Baby, baby, baby. Okay, so, couple of things. Look at that one. Look at that death versus the last death. Or look at the time before the death. Look at how I stopped to kill the first enemy, and then I waited a couple shots from him to make sure he wasn't hitting me before I tried to attack. You know, the first time I came, or not the first and the second time I came up here, I went after this guy just so he didn't come up behind me, just in case he wanted to get crazy and come up behind me. Just walked over there, took care of him, no big deal. Then I came over here. I said, what are we doing? Made sure he wasn't going to get crazy on me. Even threw a couple into the dirt. Just making sure I was safe. And what happened? I killed him, and everything was awesome. But then, I died. Came back up, I ran straight for that guy. And I died. Again, simply lack of patience. And that was the one treasure I was thinking of that I couldn't quite remember how to get to. Right there it is. We finally got to it. And now we're ready to leave this place. Unfortunately, we are leaving this place without the 130,000 souls that we would have had if I had just shown a little more patience. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, we're so level 1. So it's not a huge deal if we lose souls. But we could have used those to improve our Pyromancy Flame. You know, that would have been a nice thing to do. We could have used them to buy shards to upgrade our shields or something. You know, there were advantages to keeping those souls. It wasn't a no-loss situation. But all of those advantages are gone now. And who's to blame? Is it the game? Is the game too hard? No. I'm shit. I do stupid things. I lose patience. And I'm dead. I'm dead because of it. And again, I mentioned this so much earlier. So long ago I mentioned. If I knew I wasn't going to be patient, why didn't I put on a Ring of Sacrifice? Just throw in a Ring of Sacrifice. You know, you're going to make a little bit of a foolish run. Make sure it's not going to cost you anything. Did I do that? No, absolutely not. I ran straight in, guns blazing, so to speak. And I failed for it. So, we have to move on. This guy hits so hard. Like, you cannot. You absolutely cannot afford to allow him to hit you. But now we have nothing to lose. So now it's a run. This is a boss run. He drops a large Titanite shard if you kill him. I'm not super worried about that. So I'm just running straight through to the boss. No! Ah, yeah, I knew it. I actually found out something earlier today. And I'm going to do it now, because I should have done it. Jump. L3. Okay. So now I can jump with the analog stick. I prefer that immensely. And that's what just got me killed. I didn't know it was an option to change. You know, I was used to, you know, Dark Souls 1, you have to jump with circle. You know, that's just the way I was raised, gentlemen. But, no, not the case. Remastered, you can change that binding. And I should have done it as soon as I learned that I could. But like I said, I was raised on circle jumping with Dark Souls, so I wasn't too concerned about it. You know, I obviously I prefer that key binding. I use it in 2 and 3, and love it. But you know, I thought to myself, you know, yes, it's better, but you're used to the worst option. So it'll be fine. And that's a death I will 100% attribute to that accidental jump. Alright, so whatever, man. This boss, hi, how are you? She's interesting. There's a couple tricks here. I'm actually going to use one of them. Usually, you know, I just take her. You know, she's not that hard. But let's go ahead and show off a trick while we're here. Why not? We'll max out. So, you're like, she says you can just leave. And that's true. You can just leave if you want. But instead, we choose to attack her. And she goes invisible, which is terrible. So, basically, you've got a lot of snow cover in this place. And the best thing you can do is just look for her footsteps in the snow and attack where they are. Simple, easy, and honestly, like I said, it's something I do. But if you want, you can toss these throwing knives at her, and they'll just stick in her and show you exactly where she is at all times. In order to get her to not be invisible, come on, you have to break her poise. You can do that many ways. Obviously, just attacking will do it. Fire does it pretty well, so we could use our pyromancies here. The throwing knives also do it, if you get enough of them in her. So yeah, just showing off this little trick, you know. Stick a knife in her. Attack where the knife's at. Makes it easy. If you can hit her. I'm out of knives now, though, so I'm gonna... You know what? I'm actually gonna just try this, just for the heck of it. Just to see if I got lucky with that. Being a little more cavalier about this than I usually am. Ah, there she got me. Look at the bleed, though. That did a lot of bleed damage on me. So we're going to let that settle down a little bit. We're going to come in here. There she is. Just look at the footsteps. Oh! Yeah, the bleed got me there. You saw that. I bled out. I'm not sure why I bled out that time, not the first strike. I guess it was just a different attack of hers. Just is how it is sometimes, you know. I think you can just still leave. I don't think that's an issue. But now she is hostile when you go in there, so you don't get the opportunity to just walk past her, but I think you can still just go. I could be wrong about that. I don't think I've ever left. I don't think I've ever taken the peaceful option. Alright. Miss Priscilla. I'll take this if you don't mind. And then I'm going to actually try this again. There she is. Like I said, fire does a really good job. Damn. This is another... This is another enemy you can attack the tail and get a weapon. There it is. That's always been the hardest one for me to get, personally. Ah, but we got it. And we got her. And this is King Jeremiah's outfit, and this is the plank that she told us to plunge from. And we are back out. I believe we can just bone from here. I don't see why that wouldn't be the case. Yeah, alright, we're cool. Where to next? We got a lot of options. I tell you what. Thank you all so very much for watching. And I hope that I see you soon.